Beginners Improvers Ballet, and it's the 3rd of March. Let's get started. How are we all? Are you okay? Lauren's in her tutu today. I love it. You look beautiful. Right, let's get moving with our warm-up. I've got a few new things for you today because I'm starting to get a little bit bored of all the things we've been doing, so I thought I'd give you a few extra bits. How's the music? Can you all hear that okay? Great, and you can still hear me. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through our feet.
I feel the tears and you're not alone. When I hold you, well, I won't let go.
So really peeling our feet off the floor, squeezing them down. Let's go a bit quicker.
You don't have to be there, babe. You don't have to be scared, babe. You don't need the plan of what you want to do. Won't you listen to the man that's loving you?
Okay, we're going to go slow again. We're going to lift our knees a bit higher.
Your world keeps spinning and you can't jump off, but I will catch you if you
So
fall.
really squeezing our knees up to the sky, squeezing our abdominals. Let's turn it out a little.
Should we care for what they're selling us anyway? We're so young, girl, and you know.
Okay, bringing your feet back to parallel. Let's make a figure of 8 with our arms. Palms facing each other. Let's take that into a knee bounce.
What you wanna do, won't you listen to the man that's loving you?
Feet a bit wider now. Keep that knees bouncing nice and soft. Try and get some heaviness at the bottom of the move. Take it into a step.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. You don't have to be there, babe. You don't have to be scared, babe. You don't need a plan of what
And
you
bring it back in.
won't you listen to the man that's loving?
We're going to take our head to the side.
You don't have to be there, babe. You don't have to be scared, babe. You don't need a plan of what you want to do.
And now let's go
Won't you listen to the
tilt,
man that's loving
gently.
you?
Now we're going to stay down on one side. Give the neck a little bit of a stretch out into the shoulder. Pulling this hand down. So if your head's going that way, it's the opposite hand that's pulling down to the floor. Take a deep breath. And over to the other side. So we're pulling this hand down. Good, let's slide our chin back and let's do the stretch for the front of the neck. So our chin is down and back and we're going to be trying to keep length in the back of the neck. So we're protecting the back of our necks and then we're taking that tilt. But this time we're now going to lift the nose up. Lift the chin just a little to find a stretch down the front of the neck. And coming back to center, make sure your chin is down and in to tip. Then rotate that nose towards the sky. That's a really important bit if you're going to find the stretch. before you lift your chin. And back to center. Give your shoulders a roll round. Other way. Roll it forward so I've got a rounded spine, tummy lifted. And open it up, open the chest to the ceiling. Now we're going to take our shoulder stretch, our chest stretch. So we're coming to the wall. Face your wall. If you want to, and then we're going to the other side, hand on the wall and turn. Give that a bit of a rub if you want to. And then we're going to take one foot back, tip the pelvis, and just feel a stretch along the front of the hip. Flex the wrists, and lift up and stretch. Take a breath in to roll down, bend the knees generously at the bottom. And I'm curling back up, slowly stacking the spine, one on top of the other, opening the shoulders to take the other foot back, tip the pelvis. So just releasing those hip flexors. Flex the wrists to lift, press the wrists to the sky. Breath in at the top, rolling down. And I'm curling back up. Give yourselves a shake out. Have a little drink if you need to. On our hips so that we are aware of what our hips are doing. They should be staying nice and stable, and we're lifting up and out and in and out, in and out, and then in and down. That's right. So being really aware that although your hips are allowed to slide sideways, they're not going to be moving forwards and back or up and down. They're going to be staying really stable. We need to lift, zip up our centres, open our shoulders. And we're feeling the work happening deep in our hip. Lift and out. Other side. front, open. Other leg. We go to the side. And the other side. So making sure our hips are still level, horizontal with the floor. And just release the legs out. That's it. Fabulous. Are we feeling a bit sore up here now? Because if you are, that's good. Yeah, Lauren is fantastic. Yes, that's good. That means it's working. Right, so we're going to be doing some pliés. So squeezing to open our legs. Try not to bend your knees and have a fidget. Just work within the turnout that you've got the strength to work in. So we might have the flexibility to go here, but we don't want to go there unless the strength is there. And we're doing plié and stretch. And yes, we do have our arms out. I'm having a mental moment. And then we do a plié and a rise, opening the arms, plié, 2 seconds, and a plié, stretch, a little double plié at the bottom, and one more plié, 2 rise, plié, and close. Let's go with the music. Stay there. So go over to the side, roll it forwards. Open. Into first. Let's take a rise up. Let's lift our arms up to fifth. Really try and press the balls of the foot into the floor as you extend the ankles away. And open. And slowly lower down. You really want to feel the buoyancy in your rises. So if you were a helium balloon, you know when they're just running out of helium and they just bob on the floor very, very slightly. But it's ever so gentle. When you're coming down from your rise, I want you to still feel that helium, and you're just going to just slightly touch your heels down. It's almost like you're almost still going up. And if you can do that, you know that your weight's in the right place. If your heels feel a little bit heavy, it's probably because your weight's back. So feeling that nice buoyancy means that your weight's in the right place, means that your body is lifted correctly. We're working through our feet. Demi point to point, demi-point down 4 times, then we do our point and flex 4 times. We practice our turning out and turning in, and then we do the whole thing in turn out. Let's go. So parallel, hands on your waist to start. And, oh, not yet. Here we go, and lift, 2, 3, 4. Try and push your ankle really far forwards. Push it forwards again. Point and flex. Flex and point. Close. We're turning out. And squeezing in. And parallel. Demi-point as you can. And side, flex, point, close. Great, to repeat with an arm, a port de bras. 2 first. We're going to try and keep the port de bras moving all the way through. Have a little bounce. Just release the backs of the ankles. Right, so we're going to do a couple of new ones now. You've done a rond de jambe with Sophie before, so we're going to have a little exercise for rond de jambe now. So our arms are going through a simple port de bras every time we move our legs, so they just keep on moving through those positions. And we're going to do a dégagé devant, open to second, and then we come into a plié. And find that stability over both feet to stretch. So it's one, so this is a demi-assemblée soutenue en dehors. So demi means half, so we're only going halfway round. Assemblée soutenue, sustained assembling, that's what that means. So we do one on the right leg, one on the left leg. Then we're going to reverse it. So we're going from derrière to second. So we go derrière. Present the heel to the front. So when I'm talking about the heel, I mean this bit here. And when I teach the little ones, I put a sticky star on their heels. And I want to see your sticky star as much as possible. So your sticky star should still be visible when you're derrière. And then you want to turn it out, but at the same time you're turning this leg out, so they're both rotating to present that position. Plie and stretch we go. Derrière and rotate. Plie and stretch. Then we're going to do a full assemblée soutenu. So it's called an assemblée soutenu because we're not passing through first, we're actually closing first. So it's the same as a rond de jambe. Same feeling. We're going devant, open to second, open derrière, and close. So this time we're not pliéing because we've added that extra movement to go all the way to the back. And close, and then reverse, derrière, second, devant, and close, and derrière, second, devant, and close. Lovely. Let's try with the music. Here we go. And one, second to your plie. Now reverse, so we're going derrière, second, and plie. Now we're doing the full assemblée soutenu devant. Second, derrière. Other leg. And now derrière. Let's start from the beginning. 1, 2, to our plie. And reverse. Now our full assemblée soutenu all the way round. Oh, I didn't mean to plie there. That came in unexpectedly. Derrière, second, devant, and close. Derrière, second. Okay, let's put our hands on our hips to come out, flex, and lift. Now we're going to leave it up to go to second. Really feel both legs rotating. Derrière. Still rotating both legs. And point. Plie. Let's try the other foot. Dégagez. Flex. Keep both legs rotating out. Open to second. And all the way to derrière. And point, close, plie, and release. I'm making your legs work hard today, aren't I? Sorry about that. We've got some new music for our tondus today. I'm sure you already know what it is. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Bonus points if you get a moonwalk in there somewhere without me, without me noticing. We're going to do some glissés to this music. So we've got a slightly new glissé exercise for you. We're going to start in third. So when you're placing third, it's a good idea to do it with straight legs rather than this awful thing that traditionally most ballet dancers do without thinking about it, but it's really bad for your knees. So either just placing one foot and then the other, or doing a dégagé in place. Much safer, much more likely to find a strong position that you can work in without twisting the leg. We're going to do 2 glisses devant, and they're quick, they go, and in, and in. So you've got little pause between each one, but we want the leg to move super fast. Da-dum, da-dum. Then we're going to go to second, and in. We've got to come back to where we were, and then go where we're going. So whenever you do 2 to the side, it's most likely to be, we come back to where we were, then we go where we're going next, which is to the back, 2 to the back. Oh no, I'm lying. We don't do them to the back. We do an en cloche. We go back and a front and a back and a close. So we've done 2 to the front and 1 and 2, 2 to the side, and we go back and through first. Ooh. Don't fall over like me. As I did that, everybody went like that. I think you were all copying me, thinking it was part of the choreography. And then we're going to reverse it. So we do 2 to the back, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we go front, swish through, and close. Now this has a bit of a strange phrasing, which means that we have time to do a practice of a retire. So we're scooping our foot up, and we're going to do a full height retire to pirouette position, and down, and a full height retire to pirouette position, and down. In fact, I think we only do 1. I'm not being very decisive for you today, but I hope you're picking it up okay. So it's 2 to the front, 2 to the side, then we do our back, swish through, and close, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, front, swish through, and close, and then we'll take that nice peeling up and lower down through our retire, ready to start on the other foot. Prepare the arms to second, and in, back, swish, and close to the back, side, and front, swish, close, take the back foot up, find pirouette position, and lower down, prepare the arms, and in, back, swish, and close to the back, then 2, to the side, and front, swish, and close, back foot, heels up, and lower down to the front. Good, let's do another retire for back, and lower down to the front, and back, lower down to the front. Good, now if we take that retire, so it's just coming up to the back, and we're going to stay at the back now. Okay, so when we do the KaSo, we come right to the front, but this time we're going to stay at the back. We can put our hands back on our hips, and we're going to go over and find the same position on the other side, and then squeeze back down into third. We're going up, over the top, lift up, and lower, up, over the top, and quick, and down, heel it up, lift over the top, and lift, and down, and up, over the top, and lift. Now we're coming down to a plie, and up, and over the top, and lift, and plie, and up, very much like a pas de chat. I think it was Lauren who said she enjoyed doing pas de chats. Yeah, I thought it was you, yeah. So I thought I'd stick some of those in. So that is the very slow motion version of a pas de chat. Yes. So we started practicing some relevés last week. So find yourself something to hold on to. To make yourself a little bar, and we're going to do. So remember, your relevé is that nice Hoover effect, and we go and up, and we want our feet to stack underneath our body. So we draw our feet up, they're going to slide slightly under, along the floor there. And if you imagine where we're going with this eventually, is to go on to point. So then you would be going from here with both. I'm only going to do one feet because I don't have point shoes on. That would be how we would get up onto point. So when we're going on to demi-point, we do need that little slide along the floor. There's almost enough room under your foot for a piece of paper to slide underneath it super quick as you're going up. So we're going up and down and up. And up, hold, hold, and up, and up, and up, hold, hold. So I'm actually taking the hands off for that slow one with the hold, just so that we know we've got our body weight in the right place. Here we go. Ready, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. So we've got our ankles as extended as they'll go. You might find they're a little bit more wobbly there. But if we come down to here where it's nice and comfy, we're not training the muscles in the right way. So now hold on to your bar and take a rise and really press your ankles into their longest position. And see if that's unusual, if you haven't done that before. Feel how unstable that might be just by taking your hands off. You might find that a little bit wobbly. Give your legs a shake out. That's where we want to be every time we rise up. We can all find our stability together, because mine's all over the place still at the moment. I'm finding a bit of Disney is creeping into my classes at the moment. Yes, Lauren, it's for you. Every time I look at my playlists from way back, I'm like, oh, there's a Disney track. What does that sound like? We all like a bit of Disney in our life, though. It's good. We're going to do some développés now. So working on that nice peeling of the foot we've been doing. And the retiré that we did earlier, which I didn't really go through, but I pulled your foot forward to the front. Now we're going to do a retiré for adage, which actually goes right up the side of the leg. And I don't know whether I've said to you, but I've got extra bone growth in my hip. So this is as far as I can go with that, and it will never change. But it should be up here, in that little tiny dent in the side of your knee. That's where your foot should come to. But it's completely fine if you want to be where I am, which is just a little bit lower, because the important thing is that our hips are level. So we're coming up and open to the front and lower to close. So that's your développé de one. Then if we're développéing to second, come up and up. We go open to second, and then we lower derrière. Good. Well held on to. I saw a few wobbles there, but you held on to it. Fantastic. Wobbling is good. Wobbling helps our body learn where our balance is. Yes. Okay, so we're going to be doing 3 développés, one in each position. We're going to start from third, so we'll do this all from third. And we're going to go through 2, and then open to second, and then lower and close. Then we're going to go to second. So we're just doing this nice simple port de bras. So the simple port de bras goes through first, opens to second, and lowers. And then we're going to chassé. So you've done this as well. I don't think you did it very much with Sophie. I think it was quite new when I came in. So it's a plié into a slide, hips go down the middle, lifting up, and close with the other foot in front, and then a plié, slide, lift up, and close. And then we're ready with the other foot to do the whole thing again. So one to the front, one to the side, one to the back, and then 2 chassés, changing feet. Take a breath on the beginning and we're going this way. Other foot. And we're going this way. Let's take our chassé a bit slower. Plié and slide. Lift. Other foot comes into the front. Good. And again. Plié. Slide. See if you're in the middle to lift. And then again, plié. Hips down the middle. Then lift up over the supporting leg and close. got a little improvisation coming from Pauline. Love it. You can do a little tap dance for us. Right, we did our sautés. That's the word I'm looking for. We did our sautés to this last week. So it's up to you whether you want to jump or whether you want to just take a little bounce. But I don't know whether you noticed, but we've kind of done this earlier in the class. Plie, plie, plie and rise and plie. So right back there, we were preparing for some fabulous jumps. So even if you're not taking off the floor, then mentally you're doing amazing jumps. And then when we get back into space, you'll just go rocketing up into the sky when you're jumping. It will be amazing. So we're doing 4 counts. The first time we do it, we miss out the count of 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, miss 4. Then the second time we do it, we're going to miss out the count of 3. 1, 2, miss 3, 4. Then we're going to miss out the count of 2. 1, miss 2, 3, 4. And then we miss the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's clap that pattern. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looked good. That looked good. Well done. Let's try it with our feet. So our arm's going to be in bra bar. Make sure you've got that nice open chest, length through the spine. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I get into the swing of this, my brain switches from counting to 4 to counting to 3 and then counting to 2, 2, 2, 3. I think that's how it works. So you've got 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3. Have I completely confused you now? But for me, that's an easier way to count it than counting to 4 and remembering which number we're supposed to be on, because after a while I forget to count. Even if I'm counting with my mouth, I'm not actually concentrating on where I'm at. So if that works easier for you, as with most things that you intellectually need to learn in life, in dance, in ballet, there's several ways to do it, and that's my way, is to do 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. You might find a different way. Let me know if you do. We're going to move on. I feel like I'm whizzing through so much stuff today. Let's keep going. We'll do another week of just doing like little exercises like this, and then we thought it might be nice for you to learn a little bit of repertoire. So in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to start learning a little extract from the Nutcracker, the Sugar Plum Fairy. So if you want to put your tutus on, you're very welcome. It's a lovely little piece to learn. Obviously, it's an incredibly famous piece, but actually it can be really easily adapted to be just a really nice, simple, very beautiful piece to dance. So we will do that in a couple of weeks' time. So I need to think about if there's any little bits that we need to learn before we do that. So we'll do that next week. Maybe do some new steps if you need to learn anything. But for now, let's do some pas de chas. So with the pas de chat, we're not actually going to change feet. So when we were doing our little practice, we changed feet just so we could have a go on both legs. When we're doing this, we normally go from the back, we go over the top, and then we're going to come to the front to come down. So it goes back and front. So just have a little think about how that's going to work. We plie. As we're coming up is when we're going to stretch into the air. This is when we're up in the air as we swap feet, and then we come down. So we're coming up, over and down. Up, over and down. Let's try with the other foot in front. So we've now got our left foot at the back, and we're going up, over and down, not changing feet. So the left foot's at the back, left foot comes to the front, and over. So if we want to put a little bit of a spring in that today, we can go and over. And then we're going to just keep the bounce going, because we don't want to do too many too quickly, because it will start to become messy. So what we'll do is we'll do a pas de chat, and then we'll do a bounce in the middle of our knees, ready to do our next one. So it will go pas de chat, bounce, pas de chat, bounce, pas de chat, and then we're going to do a lovely pas de bourrée. So we're going to dégage, and we're going to do a behind, side, front. So it's 3 steps essentially. I'm assuming you've done that before, but if you haven't, so you slid your foot out ready to go. We're going to use this one. We're going up and down. We're going behind, side, front. So if you think in your mind that you're going to, the first step is going to go behind and it's going up, and then we do 2 steps to bring ourselves back down again. Let's just do that again on the other leg. So if we go out, we're going to go up, draw this left foot in, and down. So if we add all that together, we're going to go pas de chat and bounce, pas de chat and bounce, pas de chat and bounce. And I think we'll just do 2 before we do a nice slow out, up and down. And then we're ready on the other side to be doing pas de chat and bounce, pas de chat and bounce and out, up and down. So it's an out, behind, side, front, ready to use the back foot there. Just listen to the music so you can hear the speed. So it's pas de chat, stretch, bend, pas de chat, stretch, bend, out, behind, side, front. Legs moving quite fast on the pas de chat. So the pas de chat goes ba da ba 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 ba. Then we're out, behind, side, front. So with the port de bras, we're going the simplest route we can. We prepare on the introduction into the third with the right arm forwards, and it's like our elbow is an arrow pointing the way we're about to travel. And we're going to look that way as well. And we do our pas de chat, stretch, bend, pas de chat, stretch, bend. Then as the leg comes out, take the arm out too to do your behind, side, front. Then we put our arrow on the other side to do pas de chat, stretch, bend, pas Pardesha, stretch, bend, out, behind, side, front. So as you close that leg in, this arm comes in, ready to tell us where we're going on the other side. Okay? How are we feeling about that? It's a lot to throw at you at once. Is it a bit dodgy or is it okay? Little bit dodgy from some of you. Okay, one more mark through before we put the music on then. So we prepare our arms to third, remembering to use our back foot. So right foot, and one with a stretch bend. So we're not changing feet when we Pardesha. Then everything goes out, we're stepping behind, side, front. So we now have the left leg ready. And we've got Pardesha, stretch, bend, Pardesha, stretch, bend. Left leg comes out now to go behind, side, front. Again, Pardesha, stretch, bend, Pardesha, stretch, bend. Out, behind, side, front. Pardesha, stretch, bend, Pardesha, stretch, bend, and out, behind, side, front. Hopefully that's a little bit better now. So let's try with the music. I'm going to have to run into position. So everybody get ready with their right foot behind. Prepare, and left. Okay. How did that go? Yeah, it was a bit faster, isn't it? But yeah, looks good. Looks like you did okay. Shall we have one more? Oh, one more very quick go, once on each side. Here we go. Right foot behind. Most definitely a classical tutu moment. So you've got your romantic tutu on there, Lauren, which is quite a long skirt. But if you think Swan Lake style for this, you've got your fluffy tutu on and your little fita, because this is Pardeshas are part of the Signet dance, if you've seen that, where they're all linked and they're going padam, 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 down the room. So if you watch that on YouTube, you'll notice your Pardeshas in there. They do little tiny ones because they're very fast. Right, let's have a little cool down reverence. So we're going to take one foot back and we're squeezing the heel into the floor this time to stretch out the back of the ankle and calf. Under to stretch out the front of the hip. We can flex the wrists to lift them up. And a nice stretch all along the front of the body into our dive down, bending the knees. This time, if you want to stretch your knees, you can, just gently. We can have a little bit of a swing. Give your head a shake. Give your body a little shake out at the bottom. Bend your knees now very slowly, uncurl up. Open the shoulders. So you can take that head right up onto the shoulders. Length down the back of the neck. Press the other foot back. Forwards to tip the pelvis. Flex the wrists to lift and lengthen the front of the body. can use your breath. So breathing in, breathing out, shoulders